Today we gather to explore a profound truth, the promise that God will restore all your wasted years. In a world that often measures success by tangible achievements, we sometimes find ourselves grappling with feelings of loss, regret, and unfulfilled potential. But let me remind you that our God is a God of restoration, a God who specializes in turning our setbacks into comebacks. First, we must recognize the divine sovereignty of God. He is sovereign over all aspects of our lives. His plans and purposes cannot be thwarted by our past mistakes or lost time. God has the ultimate authority to bring restoration, and his will is always for our good. Understand that God promises renewal. Just as nature experiences cycles of growth and rebirth, so too can our lives be revitalized regardless of how many years we feel have been wasted. This renewal is not just a return to what was. It is an invitation to experience something greater. Embrace the transformative power of God's grace. It is through grace that we are not defined by our past, but are given a fresh start. This grace allows us to move forward with hope, knowing that our future can be brighter than our past. Cultivating resilience is essential in the face of adversity. Life's challenges can be stepping stones to greater strength and character, preparing us for the restoration that lies ahead. Each trial we face can build our endurance and deepen our faith. As we navigate this journey, it is crucial to develop a clear vision for our future. Restoration begins with envisioning what could be. God invites us to dream big and to see beyond our current limitations. This vision fuels our motivation and guides our steps. Forgiveness plays a vital role in the restoration process. Letting go of past hurts and grievances frees us to embrace the new opportunities that God has in store for us. It is a powerful act that opens our hearts to healing. Recognize that faith acts as a catalyst for change. When we trust in God's ability to restore, we activate his power in our lives. This faith allows us to see possibilities where others see obstacles, and it opens doors that we thought were closed forever. Maintaining a positive mindset is essential. Our thoughts shape our reality. By focusing on possibilities rather than limitations, we align ourselves with God's vision for restoration. A positive outlook can transform our experiences and lead us to unexpected blessings. Engagement in the process of restoration requires our active participation. It is not a passive waiting game. It demands that we take steps, make choices, and be open to the changes that God is orchestrating in our lives. If divine sovereignty, let us delve deeper into the concept of divine sovereignty. To recognize that God is sovereign over all aspects of life is to understand that he holds the ultimate authority and power over everything that exists. This sovereignty means that God is not only aware of our circumstances, but is actively involved in the unfolding of our lives, guiding us toward his divine purpose. When we speak of God's sovereignty, we acknowledge that his plans and purposes are far greater than our own. we may find ourselves caught in the web of our past mistakes, feeling as though we have squandered precious time or made choices that have led us astray. Yet, in the grand tapestry of life, God weaves every thread, both the bright and the dark, into a masterpiece that reflects His glory. Our perceived failures do not diminish His ability to restore us. Rather, they become part of the story that He is telling through our lives. Consider the biblical examples of individuals who experienced the weight of their past, yet found restoration in God's sovereignty. Think of Joseph, who was sold into slavery by his brothers and faced years of hardship. Despite the injustices he endured, God was sovereignly orchestrating events that would ultimately lead to his rise as a leader in Egypt, saving not only his family, but countless others from famine. Joseph's journey illustrates that no matter how dire our circumstances may seem, God can turn our trials into triumphs. And sometimes challenges are the very thing that propel us towards success. Moreover, God's sovereignty assures us that He is not limited by time. While we may feel that years have been wasted, God exists outside the constraints of time. He can redeem moments that we thought were lost forever. This means that even if we have spent years in regret or despair, God can intervene and bring about restoration in ways we cannot imagine. His timing is perfect, and His plans are always for our good. In recognizing divine sovereignty, we also understand that it invites us to trust in God's wisdom. When we surrender our lives to Him, we acknowledge that He knows what is best for us. This trust allows us to release our anxieties and fears about the future, knowing that God is in control. It empowers us to move forward with confidence, believing that He is working all things together for our benefit, believes that He is working all things together for our benefit. Furthermore, embracing God's sovereignty encourages us to seek His guidance in our decisions. When we align our will with His, we open ourselves to the possibilities of restoration. We become active participants in the divine plan, allowing God to lead us toward the paths He has prepared for us. This partnership with God is essential for experiencing the fullness of His restoration. In essence, recognizing divine sovereignty is a call to faith. It challenges us to look beyond our circumstances and to trust in the God who holds the universe in His hands. It reminds us that no matter how far we feel we have strayed, God's love and grace are sufficient to bring us back into alignment with His purpose. His authority is unshakable, and His desire is to restore us to a place of wholeness and fulfillment. As we embrace this truth, we can move forward with hope, knowing that our lives are in the hands of a sovereign God who is committed to our restoration. The second animal is the lion. And the lion comes to me when I meet my prey in the wild. The promise of renewal. Understanding the promise of renewal is a transformative realization that can reshape our perspective on life. Just as nature undergoes cycles of growth, decay, and rebirth, so too can our lives experience revitalization, regardless of how many years we feel have been wasted. This promise is woven into the very fabric of creation, where every season serves as a reminder of the potential for new beginnings. In nature, we witness the beauty of renewal in the changing seasons. Spring follows winter, bringing forth new life after a period of dormancy. Trees that appear barren in the cold months burst forth with vibrant blossoms and lush foliage when the warmth returns. This cycle is not merely a physical phenomenon. It is a profound spiritual truth that reflects God's intention for our lives. Just as the earth is rejuvenated, so too can our spirits be refreshed and restored. The promise of renewal speaks to the heart of our human experience. We all encounter seasons of struggle, disappointment, and loss. There are times when we may feel stuck in a cycle of despair, believing that our past mistakes or missed opportunities have rendered us unworthy of a fresh start. Yet God's promise assures us that no situation is beyond His ability to transform. He specializes in taking what seems broken and making it whole again. Consider the story of the prodigal son, a powerful illustration of renewal. After squandering his inheritance on reckless living, he found himself in a place of desperation, longing for the simplest of comforts. Yet, when he returned home, he was met not with condemnation, but with open arms and a celebration of his return. This story encapsulates the essence of renewal. No matter how far we stray, God is always ready to welcome us back and restore us to our rightful place. Renewal is not just about returning to a previous state. It is about becoming something new. God's renewal often involves a transformation that surpasses our expectations. It is an invitation to shed old habits, mindsets, and burdens that have held us back. Through His grace, we are empowered to rise above our past and step into a future filled with hope and purpose. Moreover, the promise of renewal encourages us to actively participate in our own revitalization. It calls us to engage in practices that foster growth. Spiritual disciplines such as prayer, meditation, and studying the Word. These practices cultivate an environment where renewal can take place, allowing us to connect with God and align our hearts with His will. As we seek Him, we open ourselves to the transformative work He desires to accomplish in our lives. In addition, renewal often requires us to let go of the past. This can be a challenging process as it involves releasing the pain, regrets, and disappointments that we have carried for so long. However, it is essential to understand that holding on to these burdens can hinder our ability to embrace the new things God wants to do in us. By surrendering our past to Him, we create space for His renewal to take root in our hearts. The promise of renewal also extends to our relationships and communities. Just as individuals can experience revitalization, so too can families, friendships, and even entire communities. God desires to bring healing and restoration to the brokenness that exists around us. When we allow His renewing power to flow through us, we become agents of change, bringing hope and healing to those in need. Ultimately, the promise of renewal is a testament to God's unwavering love and faithfulness. It reassures us that no matter how many years we feel have been wasted, we are never beyond the reach of His grace. Each day presents a new opportunity for renewal, a chance to embrace the life that God has designed for us. As we lean into this promise, we can trust that God is at work, bringing forth new life and possibilities in our journey. Blessed transformative power of grace. Embracing the transformative power of God's grace is one of the most liberating experiences we can have in our lives. Grace is not merely a theological concept. It is a dynamic force that has the ability to change our hearts, minds, and circumstances. It is through grace that we are not defined by our past, but are offered a fresh start, allowing us to move forward with renewed hope and purpose. At its core, grace is the unmerited favor of God. It is a gift that we do not earn or deserve, yet it is freely given to us. This divine grace is a powerful reminder that our worth is not contingent upon our achievements, failures, or the mistakes we have made. Instead, it is rooted in the unconditional love that God has for each of us. When we fully grasp this truth, we begin to see ourselves through the lens of grace rather than through the lens of our past. The transformative power of grace allows us to break free from the chains of guilt and shame that often bind us. Many of us carry the weight of our past decisions, believing that we are unworthy of forgiveness or redemption. However, grace tells us a different story. It assures us that no sin is too great to be forgiven, no mistake too significant to be redeemed. This realization can be profoundly freeing as it enables us to release the burdens we have carried for far too long. Consider the story of the woman caught in adultery who was brought before Jesus by those ready to condemn her. Instead of judgment, she received grace. Jesus did not dismiss her actions, but he offered her forgiveness and a chance to start anew. He said, "Go and sin no more." This encounter illustrates the essence of grace. It acknowledges our shortcomings while simultaneously empowering us to rise above them. It is a call to transformation, inviting us to leave behind our old ways and embrace a new life. Grace also empowers us to extend forgiveness to ourselves and others. When we recognize the depth of God's grace in our own lives, we are compelled to share that grace with those around us. This act of extending grace can be transformative, not only for us, but also for those we encounter. It fosters healing in relationships and creates an environment where growth and restoration can flourish. Moreover, the transformative power of grace instills hope in our hearts. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, grace serves as a beacon of light, reminding us that change is possible. It encourages us to dream again, to believe that our future can be brighter than our past. With grace, we can approach each day with the expectation that God is at work in our lives, orchestrating events for our good and His glory. Grace also invites us to take risks and step out in faith. When we understand that our identity is rooted in God's grace, we become more willing to pursue our passions and callings without the fear of failure. We recognize that our worth is not tied to our performance, and this liberates us to take bold steps toward our dreams. Whether it's starting a new venture, pursuing a relationship, or embarking on a journey of personal growth, grace empowers us to move forward with confidence. Furthermore, the transformative power of grace fosters a spirit of gratitude within us. When we acknowledge the grace we have received, our hearts overflow with thankfulness. This gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to the abundance of blessings in our lives. It cultivates a positive mindset that enhances our overall well-being and encourages us to share our blessings with others. In essence, embracing the transformative power of God's grace is a journey of self-discovery and renewal. It invites us to let go of the past, to forgive ourselves and others, and to step boldly into the future. Grace is not just a one-time event. It is a continual process that shapes our character and influences our actions. As we allow grace to permeate our lives, we become vessels of hope, love, and transformation in a world that desperately needs it. The strength of resilience. Cultivating resilience in the face of adversity is a vital aspect of the human experience. Resilience is not merely the ability to bounce back from difficulties, it is the capacity to grow stronger and more capable through the challenges we encounter. Life is filled with trials, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles, but it is how we respond to these challenges that ultimately shapes our character and prepares us for the restoration that lies ahead. Resilience begins with a mindset, a belief that we can overcome difficulties and emerge from them transformed. This mindset is rooted in the understanding that challenges are not just obstacles to be avoided, but opportunities for growth. When we view adversity through this lens, we can approach our struggles with a sense of purpose and determination. Each challenge becomes a stepping stone, a chance to learn, adapt, and develop the strength we need to navigate future trials. Consider the process of refining gold. Gold is subjected to intense heat and pressure to remove impurities and enhance its value. Similarly, our experiences of hardship can refine us, stripping away the things that do not serve us and revealing the strength and resilience that lie within. It is often in the crucible of adversity that we discover our true potential and capabilities. We learn to tap into resources we never knew we had, drawing on inner strength and determination to persevere. Moreover, resilience is built through the practice of self-compassion. When we face setbacks, it is easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and doubt. However, cultivating resilience requires us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. Acknowledging that it is okay to struggle and that we are not alone in our experiences allows us to process our emotions and move forward with greater clarity. Self-compassion fosters a sense of safety, enabling us to confront our challenges without the added burden of harsh judgment. Another key aspect of resilience is the importance of support systems. No one is meant to navigate life's challenges alone. Building and nurturing relationships with family, friends, mentors, and community members provides us with the encouragement and strength we need during difficult times. These connections remind us that we are not isolated in our struggles. They offer a sense of belonging and shared experience that can be incredibly empowering. When we lean on others, we gain new perspectives and insights that can help us navigate our challenges more effectively. Resilience also involves adaptability, the ability to adjust our plans and expectations in response to changing circumstances. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to pivot when faced with new realities is a hallmark of resilient individuals. This adaptability allows us to remain open to new possibilities and solutions, even when things do not go as planned. Instead of becoming discouraged by setbacks, we learn to embrace flexibility and creativity, finding alternative paths to our goals. Furthermore, cultivating resilience requires a commitment to personal growth. It involves a willingness to learn from our experiences, both positive and negative. Each challenge presents an opportunity for reflection and self-discovery. By examining what we can learn from our struggles, we gain valuable insights that inform our future decisions and actions. This growth mindset empowers us to view failures not as endpoints, but as integral parts of our journey towards success. In addition, resilience is strengthened through the practice of gratitude. When we focus on the positive aspects of our lives, even in the midst of adversity, we cultivate a sense of hope and optimism. Gratitude shifts our perspective, allowing us to recognize the lessons and blessings that arise from our challenges. This practice not only enhances our emotional well-being, but also reinforces our ability to cope with difficulties. reminding us that there is always something to be thankful for, even in tough times. Resilience is a journey, not a destination. It is an ongoing process that requires continuous effort and commitment. As we face new challenges throughout our lives, we have the opportunity to further develop our resilience. Each experience, whether it brings joy or hardship, contributes to our growth and prepares us for the restoration that lies ahead. Restoration sees the joyous. Restoration is a journey that lies ahead. By embracing resilience, we position ourselves to not only endure life's storms, but to emerge from them stronger, wiser, and more equipped to fulfill our purpose. Vision for the future. Developing a clear vision for your future is a powerful and transformative process that can significantly impact your life's trajectory. A well-defined vision serves as a guiding light, illuminating the path ahead and providing direction amidst uncertainty. It is the foundation upon which restoration is built, as it encourages us to envision what could be rather than what currently is. God invites us to dream big, to stretch our imaginations, and to see beyond our current limitations. At the heart of a compelling vision is the understanding that our future is not predetermined by our past. While our experiences shape us, they do not define our potential. A clear vision empowers us to break free from the constraints of our history and to imagine a future filled with possibilities. It invites us to consider what we truly desire, what ignites our passions, and what aligns with our purpose. This process of envisioning is not merely an exercise in wishful thinking. It is an intentional act of faith that opens our hearts and minds to the extraordinary plans God has for us. To develop a clear vision, we must first engage in self-reflection. This involves taking the time to understand our values, strengths, and aspirations. What are the things that matter most to us? What do we want to achieve in our personal and professional lives? By answering these questions, we begin to paint a picture of our ideal future. This vision should be specific, vivid, and inspiring, capturing the essence of what we hope to accomplish. Once we have a vision in place, it is essential to articulate it clearly. Writing down our vision serves as a powerful affirmation of our goals and desires. It transforms abstract ideas into tangible statements that we can refer back to as we navigate our journey. This written vision acts as a roadmap guiding our decisions and actions as we move forward. It also serves as a source of motivation, reminding us of our purpose and the reasons behind our aspirations. God's invitation to dream big is a call to expand our horizons and to think beyond the limitations we often impose on ourselves. It encourages us to embrace a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. When we dream big, we open ourselves to the possibility of achieving things we once thought were unattainable. This expansive thinking allows us to envision a future that is not confined by our current circumstances, but is instead filled with hope and potential. Moreover, a clear vision fosters resilience. When we encounter obstacles or setbacks, having a well-decompounded vision helps us stay focused on our goals. It provides us with the motivation to persevere, reminding us of the bigger picture and the purpose behind our efforts. This sense of purpose can be a powerful antidote to discouragement, propelling us forward even in the face of adversity. In addition, developing a vision for the future encourages us to set actionable goals. A vision without actionable steps can remain a distant dream. By breaking our vision down into smaller, achievable goals, we create a practical plan for moving forward. These goals serve as milestones along our journey, allowing us to track our progress and celebrate our achievements. Each step we take brings us closer to realizing our vision, reinforcing our commitment to the restoration process. Furthermore, sharing our vision with others can amplify its power. When we articulate our dreams and aspirations to trusted friends, family, or mentors, we invite accountability and support into our journey. Others can provide encouragement, insights, and resources that help us refine our vision and take actionable steps toward its realization. This communal aspect of vision building fosters a sense of connection and shared purpose, reminding us that we are not alone in our pursuit of restoration. It is important to remain open to the possibility of change. While a clear vision provides direction, life is inherently dynamic and circumstances may shift. Being flexible and adaptable allows us to refine our vision as we grow and evolve. God may reveal new opportunities or paths that we had not previously considered, and being receptive to these changes can lead to even greater fulfillment than we initially imagined. In essence, developing a clear vision for the future is a vital step in the journey of restoration. It empowers us to dream big, to see beyond our current limitations, and to take intentional steps toward the life we desire. By engaging in self-reflection, articulating our vision, and remaining open to new possibilities, we position ourselves to embrace the extraordinary plans that God has for us. This vision not only guides our actions, but also inspires us to live with purpose and passion, knowing that restoration is not just a possibility, but a promise waiting to be fulfilled. The role of forgiveness. Understanding the role of forgiveness is crucial in the journey toward restoration. Forgiveness is not merely a moral obligation. It is a transformative act that has the power to liberate us from the burdens of past hurts and grievances. When we hold on to resentment, anger, or bitterness, we create emotional and spiritual barriers that hinder our ability to move forward. In contrast, embracing forgiveness opens the door to healing, renewal, and the new opportunities that God has in store for us. At its core, forgiveness is an act of grace. It is the conscious decision to release the hold that past offenses have on us. This does not mean that we condone or excuse the actions of those who have wronged us. Rather, it signifies our choice to let go of the emotional weight that these experiences carry. By forgiving, we reclaim our power and agency, refusing to allow the actions of others to dictate our emotional state or our future. Forgiveness is essential for restoration because it fosters healing. When we carry the wounds of past grievances, we often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of pain and negativity. This emotional baggage can manifest in various ways through anxiety, depression, or strained relationships. By choosing to forgive, we initiate a healing process that allows us to confront our pain and begin to mend the wounds that have held us captive. This healing is not instantaneous. It is a journey that requires time, reflection, and often the support of others. However, the act of forgiveness is a powerful first step toward reclaiming our emotional well-being. Moreover, forgiveness is a pathway to freedom. When we hold on to grudges, we inadvertently allow those who have hurt us to maintain control over our lives. We become prisoners of our own resentment, unable to fully engage in the present or embrace the future. Forgiveness liberates us from this bondage, enabling us to move forward with a sense of peace and clarity. It allows us to break free from the past and to focus on the possibilities that lie ahead. And in addition, forgiveness is essential for fostering healthy relationships. When we harbor unforgiveness, it creates barriers between us and others, leading to misunderstandings, conflict, and isolation. By choosing to forgive, we create an environment of trust and openness, allowing for deeper connections and more meaningful interactions. This is particularly important in our relationships with family, friends, and colleagues, where unresolved grievances can lead to ongoing tension and division. Forgiveness paves the way for reconciliation, healing, and the restoration of relationships that may have been damaged by past hurts. Furthermore, the act of forgiveness is often a reflection of our understanding of God's grace in our own lives. As we recognize the depth of God's forgiveness toward us, we are compelled to extend that same grace to others. This divine perspective shifts our focus from the wrongs we have suffered to the love and mercy we have received. It reminds us that we too are imperfect beings in need of forgiveness. When we embrace this truth, we find the strength to forgive those who have wronged us, understanding that forgiveness is a gift we give not only to others, but also to ourselves. Forgiveness also plays a vital role in our spiritual growth. It challenges us to confront our own shortcomings and to practice humility. In the process of forgiving others, we often gain insights into our own behavior and attitudes. This self-reflection can lead to personal growth and a deeper understanding of our values and beliefs. It encourages us to cultivate compassion and empathy, recognizing that everyone is on their own journey and may be struggling with their own challenges. Additionally, forgiveness can be a catalyst for transformation. When we let go of past grievances, we create space for new experiences and opportunities. This act of release allows us to embrace the present moment fully and to engage with life in a more meaningful way. We become more open to the possibilities that God has in store for us, unencumbered by the weight of our past. This newfound freedom can lead to unexpected blessings, relationships, and experiences that enrich our lives. In essence, the role of forgiveness in the journey toward restoration is profound and multifaceted. It is an essential step in the healing process, a pathway to freedom, and a means of fostering healthy relationships. By understanding and embracing forgiveness, we position ourselves to let go of the past and to fully engage with the present and future. This transformative act not only liberates us, but also aligns us with the heart of God, who desires for us to experience wholeness, peace, and the abundant life He has promised. Faith as a catalyst. Recognizing that faith acts as a catalyst for change is a profound realization that can transform our lives. Faith is not merely a passive belief. It is an active force that propels us toward our goals and aspirations. When we place our trust in God's ability to restore, we unlock His power in our lives, creating opportunities and possibilities that we may have thought were forever out of reach. At its core, faith is about trust. Trust in God's character, His promises, and His plans for our lives. This trust is foundational to our relationship with Him. When we have faith, we acknowledge that God is sovereign and that He has a purpose for every situation we encounter. This perspective allows us to view challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. Faith empowers us to see beyond our current circumstances and to believe in the potential for change. Faith acts as a catalyst by shifting our mindset. When we trust in God's ability to restore, we begin to see ourselves and our situations through a different lens. Instead of focusing on limitations and failures, we start to envision possibilities and hope. This shift in perspective is crucial. It enables us to take bold steps forward, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. With faith, we can embrace the unknown, knowing that God is with us every step of the way. Moreover, faith ignites action. It is not enough to simply believe. We must also be willing to act on that belief. When we trust in God's promises, we are compelled to take steps toward our goals, even if those steps feel daunting. This proactive approach is essential for experiencing the restoration we seek. Faith encourages us to step out of our comfort zones, to pursue our dreams, and to engage with the world around us. It empowers us to take risks, knowing that God is guiding our journey. Consider the story of Peter walking on water. When Jesus called him to step out of the boat, Peter's faith enabled him to do the impossible. As long as he kept his eyes on Jesus, he was able to walk on the water. However, when he allowed doubt to creep in, he began to sink. This narrative illustrates the dynamic nature of faith as a catalyst for change. It reminds us that when we focus on God and trust in His power, we can achieve things that seem beyond our reach. But when we allow fear and doubt to take hold, we may miss out on the incredible opportunities that faith can unlock. Faith also fosters resilience in the face of adversity. When we encounter challenges, it is our faith that sustains us and gives us the strength to persevere. Trusting in God's ability to restore helps us to remain hopeful even in the darkest of times. This resilience is crucial for navigating life's ups and downs, as it allows us to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward. With faith as our foundation, we can face difficulties with courage, knowing that God is working all things together for our good. Furthermore, faith opens doors that we thought were closed forever. It invites us to dream bigger and to envision a future filled with possibilities. When we trust in God's restorative power, we begin to see opportunities where we once saw obstacles. This newfound perspective can lead to unexpected blessings, relationships, and experiences that enrich our lives. Faith encourages us to believe that change is possible, even when the odds seem stacked against us. Additionally, faith connects us to a community of believers who can support and encourage us on our journey. When we share our faith with others, we create a network of support that amplifies our collective strength. This community can provide accountability, encouragement, and shared experiences that reinforce our belief in God's ability to restore. Together, we can inspire one another to take bold steps of faith, celebrating each other's victories and providing comfort during challenging times. Faith is a journey of growth and discovery. As we trust in God's ability to restore, we learn more about ourselves and our relationship with Him. This journey deepens our understanding of His character and His love for us. It challenges us to confront our fears and insecurities, ultimately leading to greater spiritual maturity. Each step of faith we take strengthens our relationship with God and equips us to face future challenges with confidence. In essence, recognizing faith as a catalyst for change is a powerful realization that can transform our lives. It empowers us to trust in God's ability to restore, igniting action and opening doors to new possibilities. With faith as our foundation, we can navigate life's challenges with resilience, embrace the unknown with courage, and experience the incredible restoration that God has in store for us. Faith is not just a belief, it is a dynamic force that propels us toward the abundant life that God desires for each of us. The impact of positive mindset. Maintaining a positive mindset is a powerful practice that can significantly influence our lives and the outcomes we experience. Our thoughts shape our reality, and the way we perceive our circumstances can either propel us forward or hold us back. By focusing on possibilities rather than limitations, we align ourselves with God's vision for restoration, opening ourselves to the abundant life He desires for us. At the heart of a positive mindset is the understanding that our thoughts have a profound impact on our emotions and behaviors. When we cultivate a positive outlook, we create a mental environment that fosters hope, resilience, and creativity. This mindset allows us to approach challenges with a sense of optimism, believing that solutions exist even in the most difficult situations. It empowers us to see setbacks as temporary obstacles rather than insurmountable barriers. Research has shown that a positive mindset can lead to improved mental and physical health. Individuals who maintain an optimistic outlook tend to experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. They are more likely to engage in healthy behaviors, build strong relationships, and pursue their goals with determination. This is because a positive mindset encourages us to take proactive steps toward our aspirations rather than succumbing to fear or doubt. Focusing on possibilities rather than limitations is a key aspect of cultivating a positive mindset. When we encounter challenges, it is easy to become fixated on what is not working or what we lack. However, shifting our focus to what is possible allows us to envision new opportunities and solutions. This perspective encourages us to think creatively and to explore alternative paths that we may not have considered before. By embracing a mindset of possibility, we open ourselves to the unexpected blessings and opportunities that God may be placing in our path. Moreover, a positive mindset aligns us with God's vision for restoration. God desires for us to live lives filled with hope, purpose, and joy. When we maintain a positive outlook, we are better able to recognize and embrace the good things that He is doing in our lives. This alignment with God's vision allows us to see beyond our current circumstances and to trust in His plans for our future. It encourages us to believe that restoration is not only possible, but is actively unfolding in our lives. And the impact of a positive mindset is also evident in our relationships. When we approach others with positivity and encouragement, we create an atmosphere of support and collaboration. This fosters deeper connections and enhances our ability to work together toward common goals. A positive mindset allows us to communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts with grace, and uplift those around us. By cultivating positivity in our interactions, we contribute to a culture of encouragement and hope. Additionally, maintaining a positive mindset requires intentionality and practice. It is not always easy, especially in the face of adversity or disappointment. However, by consciously choosing to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, we can train our minds to adopt a more optimistic perspective. This may involve practices such as gratitude journaling, where we regularly reflect on the things we are thankful for, or affirmations that reinforce our belief in our abilities and potential. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences, whether through uplifting literature, inspiring podcasts, or supportive communities, can also help us cultivate a mindset of possibility. Furthermore, a positive mindset encourages us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of viewing difficulties as setbacks, we can see them as valuable learning experiences that contribute to our development. This shift in perspective allows us to approach challenges with curiosity and resilience, knowing that each experience, whether positive or negative, has the potential to shape us into stronger individuals. By reframing our challenges in this way, we align ourselves with God's purpose for our lives, trusting that He is using every situation for our good. The impact of a positive mindset extends beyond our individual lives. It can influence the world around us. When we embody positivity and hope, we become beacons of light in our communities. Our attitudes and actions can inspire others to adopt a similar mindset, creating a ripple effect of positivity and encouragement. By choosing to focus on possibilities and restoration, we contribute to a culture of hope that uplifts and empowers those around us. In essence, maintaining a positive mindset is a transformative practice that shapes our reality and aligns us with God's vision for restoration. By focusing on possibilities rather than limitations, we open ourselves to new opportunities, foster resilience, and create a supportive environment for ourselves and others. This mindset not only enhances our well-being, but also empowers us to live fully in the abundant life that God has designed for us. Active participation. Engaging actively in the process of restoration is a vital aspect of our journey toward healing and renewal. Restoration is not a passive experience. It requires our intentional participation and commitment. This means taking steps, making choices, and being open to the changes that God is orchestrating in our lives. When we actively engage in this process, we position ourselves to experience the fullness of what God has in store for us. At the heart of active participation is the understanding that we have a role to play in our own restoration. While God is the ultimate source of healing and transformation, He invites us to be co-laborers in this process. This partnership with God is essential. It empowers us to take ownership of our journey and to make choices that align with His purpose for our lives. By recognizing our agency, we can move forward with confidence, knowing that our actions matter. Taking steps toward restoration often begins with self-reflection. This involves examining our lives, identifying areas that need healing, and acknowledging the changes we desire to see. Self-reflection allows us to gain clarity about our goals and aspirations, helping us to articulate what restoration looks like for us personally. This process may involve confronting difficult emotions, past traumas, or unhealthy patterns that have hindered our growth. By facing these challenges head-on, we create space for healing and transformation. Once we have identified the areas in need of restoration, it is essential to set actionable goals. These goals serve as tangible steps that guide our journey. They should be specific, measurable, and realistic, allowing us to track our progress and celebrate our achievements along the way. By breaking down the restoration process into manageable steps, we make it easier to stay focused and motivated. Each small victory reinforces our commitment to the journey and encourages us to keep moving forward. Active participation also requires us to make conscious choices that align with our vision for restoration. This may involve making changes in our daily routines, relationships, or environments. For example, if we seek emotional healing, we might choose to engage in practices such as therapy, journaling, or meditation. If we desire to improve our physical health, we may commit to regular exercise and a balanced diet. These choices reflect our commitment to the restoration process and demonstrate our willingness to invest in our well-being. Moreover, being open to the changes that God is orchestrating in our lives is a crucial aspect of active participation. God often works in ways that we may not expect, and His plans may require us to step outside of our comfort zones. This openness involves a willingness to embrace new opportunities, relationships, and experiences that align with our journey of restoration. It requires us to trust in God's timing and to remain flexible as we navigate the path ahead. At the close of every session, engaging actively in the process of restoration also means seeking support from others. We are not meant to walk this journey alone. Building a network of supportive individuals, friends, family, mentors, or faith communities can provide encouragement, accountability, and guidance. Sharing our goals and aspirations with others creates a sense of community and fosters a collaborative spirit. These relationships can be instrumental in helping us stay committed to our restoration journey, as they offer insights, perspectives, and resources that we may not have considered on our own. Additionally, active participation involves cultivating a mindset of gratitude and positivity. As we engage in the restoration process, it is essential to recognize and celebrate the progress we make, no matter how small. Practicing gratitude helps us to focus on the positive aspects of our journey, reinforcing our motivation and commitment. It allows us to appreciate the lessons learned and the growth experienced along the way, even in the midst of challenges. Active participation in the restoration process is a continuous journey. It requires ongoing effort, reflection, and adaptation. As we grow and evolve, our goals and aspirations may shift, and we must remain open to reassessing our path. This adaptability allows us to respond to new opportunities and challenges that arise, ensuring that we stay aligned with God's purpose for our lives. In essence, engaging actively in the process of restoration is a vital component of our journey toward healing and renewal. It requires self-reflection, goal setting, conscious choices, and openness to change. By actively participating in this process, we position ourselves to experience the fullness of God's restorative work in our lives, embracing the abundant life He has designed for us. This journey is not just about waiting for restoration to happen. It is about taking intentional steps toward the life we desire, trusting that God is with us every step of the way. It's the only sane way to go. Celebrating small victories. Acknowledging and celebrating small victories along the way is a crucial practice in the journey of restoration. In a world that often emphasizes grand achievements and monumental milestones, it can be easy to overlook the significance of the smaller steps we take. However, each step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to God's faithfulness and a sign of the restoration that is unfolding in our lives. Recognizing these victories not only boosts our morale, but also reinforces our commitment to the journey ahead. Met hoxingum intervan, baribait mashpi, Small victories serve as markers of progress. They remind us that restoration is a process, often made up of incremental changes rather than sudden transformations. When we take the time to acknowledge these small wins, we create a sense of momentum that propels us forward. Each victory, whether it's overcoming a negative thought, making a healthier choice, or reaching a personal goal, contributes to our overall growth and development. By celebrating these moments, we affirm our progress and encourage ourselves to keep moving forward. Moreover, celebrating small victories fosters a positive mindset. When we focus on what we have accomplished rather than what remains to be done, we cultivate an attitude of gratitude and appreciation. This shift in perspective allows us to recognize the blessings in our lives, even amidst challenges. By highlighting our achievements, we reinforce the belief that we are capable of change and that God is actively working in our lives. This positivity can be contagious, inspiring those around us to adopt a similar outlook and celebrate their own victories. In addition, acknowledging small victories helps to build resilience. The journey of restoration can be fraught with difficulties and setbacks, and it is easy to become discouraged when progress feels slow. However, by celebrating the small wins, we create a buffer against discouragement. These moments of recognition remind us that we are making strides, even if they are not as large as we might hope. This resilience is essential for navigating the ups and downs of life, as it encourages us to keep pushing forward, trusting that each step is leading us closer to our goals. Celebrating small victories also reinforces our connection to God's faithfulness. Each time we acknowledge a win, we recognize the role that God has played in our journey. It is a reminder that we are not alone in our efforts. God is with us, guiding and supporting us every step of the way. This acknowledgement deepens our relationship with Him as we express gratitude for His presence and provision in our lives. It encourages us to reflect on the ways He has been faithful in the past, bolstering our faith for the future. Furthermore, small victories can serve as powerful motivators. When we take the time to celebrate our achievements, we create a positive feedback loop that encourages us to set new goals and pursue further growth. Each victory becomes a stepping stone, inspiring us to reach for more and to continue striving for the restoration we desire. This motivation is essential for maintaining momentum on our journey as it fuels our passion and commitment to the process. In practical terms, celebrating small victories can take many forms. It might involve treating ourselves to something special, sharing our achievements with friends or family, or simply taking a moment to reflect on our progress. Journaling about our victories can also be a powerful practice, allowing us to document our journey and recognize patterns of growth over time. By creating rituals or traditions around celebrating our wins, we reinforce the importance of this practice in our lives. Additionally, celebrating small victories can enhance our relationships. When we share our achievements with others, we invite them into our journey and create opportunities for connection and support. Celebrating together fosters a sense of community and encourages those around us to recognize and celebrate their own victories. This communal aspect of celebration can be incredibly uplifting, as it reinforces the idea that we are all in this journey together, supporting one another along the way. It is important to remember that celebrating small victories is not just about the achievements themselves. It is also about the journey. Each step we take, no matter how small, is part of a larger narrative of growth and transformation. By embracing this journey and celebrating our progress, we cultivate a deeper appreciation for the process of restoration itself. We learn to value the lessons, experiences, and relationships that shape us along the way. In essence, acknowledging and celebrating small victories is a vital practice in the journey of restoration. Each step forward is a testament to God's faithfulness and a sign of the unfolding restoration in our lives. By recognizing these victories, we cultivate a positive mindset, build resilience, and deepen our connection to God. This practice not only enhances our personal growth, but also enriches our relationships and fosters a sense of community. As we celebrate our small wins, we position ourselves to embrace the abundant life that God has designed for us, fully aware of the incredible journey we are on. In conclusion, as we come to the close of our discussion on the journey of restoration, let us take a moment to reflect on the powerful truths we have explored together. Each of these key points serves as a vital reminder of the incredible potential that lies within us when we align ourselves with God's purpose for our lives. 1. Divine sovereignty reminds us that God is in control, and His plans for us cannot be thwarted by our past. We can trust that He is working all things together for our good. 2. The promise of renewal encourages us to embrace the cycles of growth and rebirth in our lives. No matter how many years we feel have been wasted, God offers us a fresh start. 3. The transformative power of grace assures us that we are not defined by our past mistakes. Through grace, we are empowered to move forward with hope and purpose. 4. The strength of resilience teaches us that life's challenges can be stepping stones to greater strength and character. Each obstacle we face prepares us for the restoration that lies ahead. 5. Vision for the future invites us to develop a clear vision for our lives. God encourages us to dream big and to see beyond our current limitations. 6. The role of forgiveness emphasizes the importance of letting go of past hurts. By forgiving, we free ourselves to embrace the new opportunities that God has in store for us. 7. Faith as a catalyst reminds us that our trust in God activates His power in our lives. When we believe in His ability to restore, we open doors that we thought were closed forever. 8. The impact of a positive mindset highlights the importance of focusing on possibilities rather than limitations. Our thoughts shape our reality, and a positive outlook aligns us with God's vision for restoration. 9. Active participation calls us to engage in the restoration process. It requires our intentional steps, choices, and openness to the changes God is orchestrating in our lives. 10. Celebrating small victories encourages us to acknowledge and celebrate every step forward. Each small win is a testament to God's faithfulness and a sign of the restoration that is unfolding. As we move forward from this moment, let us carry these truths in our hearts. Remember that restoration is not just a destination. It is a journey filled with growth, learning, and transformation. Embrace the process. Trust in God's timing and remain open to the incredible possibilities that lie ahead. You have the power to shape your future, to rise above your past, and to step boldly into the life that God has designed for you. So let us move forward with faith, hope, and a commitment to actively participate in our restoration. Together we can embrace the abundant life that awaits us, knowing that with God, all things are possible. Thank you